So in this video, we're going to be looking at a defense against a knife to the throat. Specifically, we're going to be looking at 3 different options: hon, ura, and mote. That stands for hon is main direction, or in this case, we're going to be going straight forward. Then we'll be going to the inside and outside. And more specifically, we're going to be looking at kind of the pros and cons of each one of those techniques and how you might want to think about how each one has an advantage and a disadvantage based on the scenario. So now I've got some distance. The same thing, the knife's across the throat. The good news is if he wanted to kill me, like, I'd be dead already, right? So there's obviously he's not killing me for a reason, because he wants something, right? So I can just like slowly put my hands up so that it gives me a better position to do something, but also not creating alarm. That's a natural thing. So I just slowly kind of put my hands up here to make him be at ease, right? Now, what's counterintuitive to this technique is that I'm going straight in. Look here, I could go to the eyes, I could go to the throat. I'll just use the throat for the sake of safety here. And this hand here is kind of a guard to prevent him from slashing across my throat. So I'm not really trying to grab it. I'm just kind of putting it as a bumper rail right here. Right? And then I step straight in here. And see how by doing that, it takes the knife away from my throat. Now when you're in my position, it feels like there's no way this is going to work. It feels very scary, right? Because I'm moving into the knife, right? But you got to keep in mind that I'm leading with my hand, right? I'm moving forward, so I'm going to lead with my hand. Putting this here as a bumper rail. Boom! See how it immediately just goes straight away from you. Don't try and move his hand. Just keep it from coming across your throat, right? But you're actually better off doing nothing with it and just doing it in here like this. See how it just moves right away? I'm here. Boom! As you get this over here, make sure you're stepping right over here in line with his leg. So then you can go boom as you're stomping through to break it, right? Boom, and following through. Yeah, there you go. Coming in here and taking him away this way. We're gonna move around to this side and capture his elbow into my armpit. Right. In this example, because the knife is this way and he's naturally going to cut this way, right? So I can come in here and do urigaku and control the situation this way very easily. And now I've got full control. I can take the knife, and so that personally is kind of what I would do. But where it comes kind of like sketchy is, what if the knife was this way, right? And then all of a sudden you try and do that. Well, now I just killed myself. So back again to the original, right? So if I start doing stuff, you're gonna start to want to kill me, right? So this is the key to this, is you want to be able to move in such a way that if he tries to cut you, that it's not gonna take place, right? So you gotta be moving in that direction, and it's not a speed thing, it's just a timing thing, right? So I get this, and notice, come on the other side here so you can see. This is urigaku, and urigaku is this, the twisting of the wrist in this direction, right? So I'm doing it with this hand to start with, right? So as I come in here, my hands are like this, I'm gonna move in this direction, and this is already starting to get that twist. Then I take my armpit and I place it right behind the elbow, and all I do now is squeeze my lats together, right? So watch how I do this. I'm gonna bring my elbow down, squeeze my lats, and bring this up, which brings him completely downward. Now, what I like to do here from this is transition. So I take this middle finger, I continue to control over here, right? I take this middle finger and then I bend it this way as I turn it 180, face this way, and it forces me to go in front, and it forces him in this position. Then I can take him straight down, straight back, and I've got now control here, and I can control him with the hips as well as with the fingers in doing this urigyaku twist here. Because I want to prevent this from coming across this way, I've got to move in this way. And then I've got urigyaku right here, so you can control here, right? Take them down this way. You control them this way. So nice and slow, one more time from the other side here. From here, I'm going to move across this way. And from here, I take this arm, take this, squeeze, and I rotate this here, and I take this down. I can then control, turn them frontward so I can post them right there in front of me. I control. When I do that, now I just slice my own throat. Right? This way, you do that technique, it's absolutely the wrong thing to do. It'll kill you. So it's easy because you just do the opposite. So we did urigyaku, now we would do umote. Take them down this way, and now I've got full control here. Same thing, easy to disarm them as needed. You can take them here and control them this way. Yeah, so this one, the opposite occurs. I've got to move this way. So as I do that, I just come in here and block his hip with my hip, and then I just take him around this way, and he comes right in front, and then I've got nice control there. Okay, let's go nice and slow. Can you cross this one? Boom.
So, I guess the insight here is, traditionally speaking, what you would want to do, come around this way to get the twist. That obviously is going to get you killed at some point, right? Same with the other direction. Very traditionally, you reach across to get the twist. By the time I do this, I'm dead several times over. So, you have to change it, right? So, you're gonna come this way, and that traditional twist with this hand is not even present. You're doing it with the other hand, right? So that's my biggest takeaway, going the other direction. I can't do this. So I need to do it without the traditional twist. This way. So off of a punch, this is very classic, right? Off of a punch, you come this way, and we go this way, right? That's essentially what we're doing. We just can't do it that way anymore because we died. This isn't going to work anymore, so you got to change it up. Get that same thing here.